Okay, so let me say good evening to everyone, whether you're locked on in New York, Dubai. Good evening to you. Welcome to the Dayton Power Roach Road Tennis facility here in Bush Hall. Where this evening we have some interesting games in line for you, but the weather seems to have a little different thing in mind for us this evening. But welcome nonetheless. On court.
All right, folks, we have to pause now. We have the rain is coming on just as we about to start. I'd like to say a special good evening to Mr. Kelvin Scott. Scotty, he's all the way in New York. Oh, the guys are locked in.
Okay, so once again, good evening to all and welcome to the Dayton Power Roach Road Tennis facility here in Bush Hall. We're about to witness yet another evening of a challenge. Is a thing here that's happening in road tennis in Barbados, where we're getting a guy by the name of Pipey calling out quite a few players, and this evening is no different. And we have the two players on the court. Facing the camera at this time is Adrian Scott in the red trunks, and backing us in the white shirt and blue shorts is Adrian Pipey. Let me say a good evening to Mr. Dottin, Terry Dottin. What's up?
Hi, John. How you doing? Haven't you all been off the commentary circuit for a little while? I'd like to welcome back Mr. John Wick. You have been doing a tremendous job. Right now, this is the first game, and the score 5-3. Pipey, as you well aware, as John told you, he's backing the camera. He's 5 and Adrian Scott is 3.
So a lot is really riding on this game. We saw and we heard the recordings over the last couple of days. And the question, I think the biggest question is for all of us, is will Pipey pull off a win tonight?
Yes, he's playing Adrian Scott, and some would not consider Adrian Scott an A-class player. But I think he have done enough of recent to be considered an A-class player. He have won at least around 3 or 4 B-class tournaments. He have won the tournament recently up in St. Andrew, St. Silas. He also won the tournament in Roseview, and he did tremendously well here in the snow cone tournament and the young boys tournament. He was in the finals, John.
Well, he's off to a pretty good start here this evening already. The score is 5-7-8. Let's see if that momentum that he's off with from very early will take him through and give him that very first win this evening.
Yes, we see here Pipey is back in the camera. He have a very unique style. He's 100% chopping style, and I think tonight, John, Pipey is going to give Adrian Scott some problems, because Adrian tends to send the ball low and hard, and Pipey, he plays from low, right? So I think that might be to his style. That might suit Pipey's style.
Well, that was just a lovely shot there by Adrian Scott, deceiving Pipey. The score is now serving as 11-7. Pipey holding on a very handsome lead at this point, at 11-7.
Right now the score is 11-8. Pipey is still have a 3-point lead. He's still maintaining the lead.
Well, on that service change, you can see Pipey coming with a game plan. He's doing well. He will really need to keep that lead that he has at this point of the game. But you can't really rule out Scott. It's the first game, and we know, I guess, both players, if there are any nerves, anything, they're just shaking them off as they make the best of the first game.
Yes, at this time, I'd like to take the opportunity to shout out some of the fans who make some comments on the Road Tennis channel. We have Jonathan Allen. Good evening to you, Jonathan Allen. I think we have a gentleman by the name of Colin Williams. I think he's from Flatbush in New York. These guys tune into the Road Tennis channel and enjoy the tennis here in Barbados.
Well, yes, we're taking this tennis is going not only to New York. We understand it's all in Dubai. So road tennis is really on the move. We saw not long ago, we had a team from Barbados heading over to Dubai, led by the president of the Professional Road Tennis Association, Dale Clark. And those guys went to Dubai and did Barbados proud with road tennis.
Yes, it was a great promotion. It was a very successful promotion. Here, Pipey, he still has the lead. 14-13 East.
A 1 point difference at this stage. Even game.
And now we see Pipey.
No, you really would not want that at all. He had a good lead, and at 14-all, maybe the pressures or what it could be, but Darten, you don't want to be serving the ball and give your opponent such an easy point, do you?
Yeah, you don't want to be under pressure at the first game. This is the first game. You cannot afford to be under pressure because that might set the president for choke the set.
But we see Scotty now moving into a position of authority. And he came here with the title as the Giant. Let's see if tonight he's going to give a giant performance. But Pipey is very confident, and I believe that he too believes that his chances are very good in taking out the Giant this evening. But the score is 16-14.
Yeah, let's see if Mr. Adrian Scott can live up to his words. He had some very interesting words. I almost say it was poetry. He said he's going to grind Pipey's bone to make his bread. I know Adrian Scott as a bartender. I don't know him as a chef. We only have one chef around the tennis, and that is the Iron Chef.
Oh, and the Iron Chef who seems to be doing well in the sauna of late. He has 2 titles in 2 months. So congratulations again to the Iron Chef for pulling off 2 consecutive victories.
Right now we are seeing a very lovely exchange here between these 2 individuals. And Adrian Scott came out the winner. 18-16, 2-point lead at the latter stage of this.
Now it's going to be important that Adrian can hold this, get this and make this a 19-16 score. Because Pipey will have the opportunity to get that last 5 serves in to create some chance in this game.
You see here Pipey is fighting back. You want to get the score at 17. Unfortunately, he plays that ball from his backarm into the net. It's 16-19. Adrian Scott have a 3-point lead.
Well, this is very much now the kind of score that Adrian Scott should feel relatively comfortable with. Nonetheless, Pipey is serving, and he just needs to capitalize on his serves as much as possible.
Game point for the first game to Adrian Scott, 16-20.
17-20, 3 points. Darten, how would you treat to this?
I think the game is still open.
You think it's still open?
Because once you have the serve, you have a chance, and Pipey is serving, you have a chance. Once he neutralizes the serve to his advantage. 19-20.
He's doing well here
game
so far.
Is wide open, John.
Using his service advantage, as you said. Let's see what happens. Oh, he did well. We have a juice game on our hands, game number 1. Pipey must give him some credit as well, recognizing that in 2021, all that was happening around Roadtennis, COVID, and nothing really happening. Pipey came up with this thought and this idea that he materialized in challenging players. So we saw Pipey in the latter part of 2021 taking on 2 big ones. He lost, but hey, he started something that is still going today. He played one of his first call-outs. he called out Venom, the Barbados #1. In that game, he got a 5-love and 3 souls, Darten.
That did not deter him.
No, it did not.
So this shows that Pipey is a very determined guy. And determination, he might reach some success. First game goes to Adrian Scott, 22-20.
Scott taking the first one.